When it comes to wanting to just be back around you and seeing you and all these things when it revolves right to you, guess what? You can't be replaceable. Take that in. There's so many men out here that, yeah, in some areas they could work on, but they still have emotionally built strength and have emotional discipline and literally can control how they are with her and even know how to detach themselves that whatever their actual circumstances in life, and I'm saying like you don't got to be doing great, you don't got to be doing even good. And even when that's happening, she can still miss that emotional bond that she had with you. However, if you became the guy that's too emotionally invested and involved with her, what you have to now do is reverse it, because when you are emotionally involved, you open that door to basically allow her to feel like, oh, okay, I get this other side of him. But when she gets the whole you gone with that part, that's where it hits hard, right? Because you have to remember what she's used to already when it comes to you. She can try to go replace it, go around to different dudes, but you also have other things about you, like your character, the few things that you guys might have, or a lot of things that you guys might have bond on, and even certain things about you, like your aspirations, like where you're heading, the vision that you have, and you're not a lazy person. Like there's simple things about you, and also these are things that are not high maintenance stuff. Like you could be having just this type of thought process. You could also just be somebody that doesn't want to be not having nothing going on. You have a big future, and for the guys out here that want to have a family, want to be a father one day, that could be something that she's like, oh well, these guys, they're not going to give me loyalty, they're not going to give me a family, they're going to be for everybody. And when I do a next video, this will make a lot more sense. But to give you a good idea, you have to remember that women can get men, yes, but it comes down to the type of men that they're getting and how these men treat them, right? And this is going to be something I will be talking about later on today. So I already know I'm going to do this video very much soon. I'll separate it, but just let that soak in the meantime, that yes, women can get men, but it's not the men that they necessarily want. And when they even do get those men that they do want, there's some hurdle oftentimes. So it's either they thought too much of themselves, these sorts of stuff, and then this guy replaces her or has enough or never really just wanted one female, or simply that guy can be lacking in a whole different area. Like he could also have the finance going on, he can also physically look the part. However, when it comes down to that emotional and detachment and the being available in too many areas of his feelings, it's happening way too much. That's where you have to cut it off. Now y'all, if you do not know about all the exclusive content that I have, it's definitely out there, and there's a lot that I won't be posting ever on here, so you got to check it out by becoming a Patreon member, or you could be a YouTube member. And don't forget about all the exclusive things that I also have, as far as just things to help you out. Like I have different things that are set up. If you know, you know, but the links are down below. If you still want to book a consultation, you still can do that. And I appreciate all of you guys that I've been speaking to. Y'all are so great, and I'm proud of a lot of you guys' progress. Keep it going, and never think that it's the end of it. If you have the choice, the actual action to take a step forward and keep going, go for that. And it's not all women driven. Remember that. It's supposed to come back to you originally. And that's also why I provided things like affirmations and different things that are going to be very much useful. So check out the links, check out my website, see what would be working best for you, for whatever you're going through, or for whatever that is relevant for your situation. Now back to this topic. As I was saying, when it's like that wanting to be back around you, at some point it's catching up to her, the feelings of not having you around any longer. So basically what that means and what that would look like is a woman that's kind of thinking to herself, like, is this guy ever gonna become this way, like this with me as he was before? And this is a great reflection time for you, because what you want to do yourself is think like, how was I like with her? If y'all want a part 2, and if y'all just want to explain your stories, get other people to get a good feel of what's happening with you, get feedback and get help from me, definitely comment in the section. And I always let you know, it helps out other fellas when they know that you're actually pushing through, because it's not the easiest thing, but it's definitely possible. And Any man, even when you already push through, you always have to remain believing that you can push through with women, especially, but of course in life overall. So when I ask you the things that you were doing and what you can't do now or what you should change, those sorts of questions, it comes down to ultimately observing and reflecting on the relationship that you had with her. Were you the type of guy that was always coming through, always there, always like, oh yeah, like, don't worry, I got you? That is another topic in itself. Like, this is why I drop so much content. But you see how that's a whole nother topic. I need to do a video where it's going to be like, hey, stop doing these things. This is really what's happening. Because I feel like sometimes, and again, not every woman, but some females can be kind of deceitful and have you thinking, oh, you are that guy. I'm going to do a video where you're the side guy, and if she has a side guy, this is how it's getting treated. So it's either you're the side guy, she has a side guy, or both of y'all are the side, or you guys rotate. Like, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm also gonna have to do a video about rotation. Y'all, this is why comment part 2s, comment other videos you want to see, give me ideas, topics, and I will dive deep into it. So let's kind of get into the wrapping up for this topic of when you go ahead and see that she's wanting you back around. To close off, to have you get a good feel of what's happening, just also look at it as in like this. This woman feels like she might lose you in a sense forever, and she doesn't want that feeling to keep going. So that chunk of, oh, he's there, or I could call him, or he understands me, those are things that are actually a lot harder for a woman to find, because a beautiful face or a nice body or a woman that's attractive, or even a 4-5, these days it does not even matter, to be honest. Even then, she can still get some guys out here. However, there's always that emptiness that catches up, because those guys can only fulfill certain areas and only for so long. And so it's like, when you have a healthy relationship, for those who've experienced one and know what a healthy relationship is like, you don't have to really be frustrated. You don't have to really be too concerned and caught up. Yeah, like, obviously there's moments in relationships where things happen, right? But you got to remember that it's a healthy relationship, bottom line. So communication and actually understanding, listening, hearing each other out, asking each other questions, figuring each other out, like, those things are going to happen. So my point is that this is not gonna happen. And I meant to say this, my bad, y'all, but this is not gonna happen, because you don't have to be caught up on, oh, should I be emotional or should I be open with her? A lot of times you guys have your guard up, because when you do that, it turns into an unhealthy relationship or unhealthy situation. So that's what I'm saying. For the most part, you have to do it regardless. Even if you don't want to, you're doing it because it makes sense to. And for the types of women that you're most likely coming across, it's very much important that you detach in that emotional aspect and let her want to be back around that. Ultimately meeting, it's going to be being back around you, wanting that access back around you in that way. All right, so many more videos coming out, so many more topics to cover. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know all the comments, concerns, part 2s. Give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to check out all the links so that you get that exclusive content.
Or if there's other stuff that you have going on, it could be about anything self-improvement, back to dating. Consultations are available for that. Book your consultation. Let's get on the line and talk about what's going on with you. Click that link after this video.
Sleep affirmations, so you could become that powerful man, and it is recorded in my voice, and I give you the strongest affirmations to overall become that man and subconsciously become powerful. So let's get into these books. Get attract women you want and get her to miss you, along with secrets to winning her over, and it tells you about cold approaching. It tells you my personal stories, and if you're trying to up your game in the dating game, these books are going to be perfect for that, and you could get it all in a bundle deal. Make sure you click the link down below. Self-improving in the process. This is so serious. This is why I have a whole no contact guide and journal available. Y'all could go ahead and purchase it. If you need somewhere to start off, then you need all the breakdowns, all the insight, the information, and I have structure in there, help you, prompts, things that will tell you you got this, but it'll give you also reasons why. And I have stories in there that tells you why no contact has worked for people, all types of stuff. It's so detailed, y'all. That's how much information I make sure to put in there. Step up no contact, or if you need somewhere to start and you need something to help you, this is like me me guiding you as you go through no contact. That's how I customized it for y'all. So you can check that out by clicking the link down below. See what you could do with no contact, how far you could do it. Just learn everything, have the guidance, and for accountability partner, although I'm not actually there, you'll feel that sense from this journal and guide.